Speaking of hiding your wife, we should give a hormonal analysis. What's happening with this Chris Rock, Will Smith thing? Let's watch the full 47 seconds uncensored. Just talk about from a hormonal level what we think is going on. Here we go.
どうなんでしょうか。
Wow!
Oh, wow.
He's
Will
like,
Smith just smacked the shit.
どうなんでしょう。
let's look at Will Smith's face as he's walking back, because I think that's telling.
Oh, wow!
Good point.
Wow!
But he looks pretty happy with himself, honestly.
He does. He looks like he just did something good.
Like-
Like I do good.
And when I first saw this, part of me was like, okay, this was planned. This was scripted. But apparently not. He looks very happy with himself. Like he just did a part of his joke in a way.
Right.
You know, walking back. And of course,
Right.
Chris Rock is just standing there.
He didn't do it for an act or a gig. And it was just part of his emotional reaction to things.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
It's translating.
Out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude!
Yeah.
It was a
Yes.
G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? I could, oh, okay.
Jeez, that's so awkward.
That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
Oh.
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.
When he sat down and was yelling, he looked a little bit more really into it in a way like it wasn't as much of a joke. Like you could see that little bit of anger on his face, perhaps to justify what he did. I think most people that aren't like just really focused on political correctness, they understood what Will Smith was going through when his wife that gave that interview basically talking about how she cheated on him like incessantly, and Will Smith basically just had to sit there and take it. To say that
Yep.
has nothing to bring to this discussion, it's all linked. Will Smith is absolutely compensating, and perhaps he's been doing this the whole relationship. He's been in that frame. No one can, you know, talk shit about my wife, even though she's doing shit behind my back, right in front of my face.
He's in a situation where he isn't walking away. That's all he's got when he gets disrespected like that in a relationship, because he could walk away and not give her the attention. Obviously it'd be a legal mess, and there'd be all these women saying that she's great and she's just doing what she wants and let her do her thing. And he's trying to be like, well, I'm gonna do the right thing here and just be nice to her and take care of her and still provide for her. But now he has like an extra sense of needing to prove and validate, because the whole world knows their shit. So he has to have this extra sense of validation to make it seem like she's taken care of by him and he's still her main guy. It's something that he's doing, like you said, overcompensating for the position that he's in, that he's put himself in. Because the only way out of that is to totally just back out and just pull out all attention, divorce, separate, whatever needs to be done when those things arise. But he didn't do that, and now it's almost too far, because he's already like been like, okay, whatever, this is fine. So now he's got to live this narrative of having to overcompensate to try and prove his worth to everyone else. He's totally leaving his masculine frame because he totally loses his emotional control. And he enjoyed the joke, he laughed, and then he realized that, oh, my wife didn't like that. Let's go and beat the shit out of this guy, because I need to prove to her that I can be strong and I want her to like me.
You can't say that he's acted in a high testosterone manner when
No.
you can't take a joke. But he laughed when the joke was uttered, and then he just lost it. So he was so ungrounded that he's not demonstrating that stoic nature and being able to take words, and then he turned them into violence. Not because society thinks that that's masculinity. It's actually the reverse. That is toxic compensation for lack of masculinity. is what you saw.
Loss of frame,
being
high
a bitch.
estrogen, emotional, high cortisol,
Yeah.
getting into that fight or flight mode and being stuck in that stress. But the whole relationship must have been stressed for me. It's being stressed all the time because of the viewpoint of not only his own drama, but how everyone can view him now.
It's always going to find a way. And for him, it never can be redirected at the source. And the source is Jada and his relationship with her.
Mm-hmm.
It could have obviously blown up into a huge argument if she
Right.
was really not happy about it. What he does, instead of directed at the cause, is he's literally going and deflecting it and going up to Chris Rock to slap him. And it's like, dude, you're a comedian too, partially.
Right.
You understand
Right.
this. This is
So he's-
ridiculous.
He just throws it all away because of the partnership. It's crazy to see him lose that masculine frame. He's throwing away his discipline and he's avoiding conflict with his wife by having conflict with the academy, with Chris Rock, his
I
colleague.
think people lost respect for him because he is not demonstrating that masculine lead and logic. He was acting purely on emotion. I mean, the same reason people fucking hate Kanye West. It's like, dude, you're crazy. You know, I mean, I'm kind of impartial, taking that away from good old Taylor Swift. But at the same time, I think most everyone was like, dude, you're being a complete asshat. When
Dude.
Kanye West was doing that thing.
Hormonal.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you
like-
finish. Oh,
And then
God.
a bit of
Hilarious.
simping. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Losing
very
frame.
ungrounded at the end of the day. So
Not stoic.
no,
Not
no.
Giga.
Not
Verdict
Giga.
is not Giga.